Yesterday, we had a great bullish day. You see this closure. One of the biggest bullish days we had in a minute. With After yesterday's close, that gives us what 10 days. The market has gone on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they say the market's on a 10-day win streak, the biggest win streak since what 2021. So today, I don't know, we could make it 11-day win streak and the market could continue to push or it can fall. But yesterday, all the major movers, ES and NASDAQ, they broke in through their highs. So at the moment, we're at all time highs for the market, which isn't that fun because you don't know far how far the buyers will push this thing up, and you don't know how far the sellers would take it down before the buyers step back in and bring it back up. Yesterday we just had a bunch of pushes, not really any pullbacks other than right here, then it just straight pushed again. But even this pullback was tiny. So I don't believe we will have another big day like this 2 days in a row on a Thursday. Hopefully the market comes down, but today we'll probably just be trading purely off of candlesticks and not really off of zones because we don't really have nothing up here at all-time highs. Once we break through last night's highs, this is just open area up here. If the market pushes back above, you don't know. So we can look for buys if the market pushes back above here. But currently the market's coming down, which is good. Good news. Giving us some range to play with. But we have about 10 minutes until market opens. We'll see what we get. Right now, I'm feeling like buys. The hourly did 8 o'clock did close bearish, but we're in a bullish sentiment right now. This 9 o'clock open up no top wick and it's pushing down, and it's pushing down right into a little bit of resistance, a little bit of support we had yesterday in previous all-time highs. So it could be turning into support now. Yesterday was resistance, broke through. Now it's coming back down. It could be support. So we could be looking for buys down here on this hourly flip. It is hourly flips. Stopped below the low and looking to target back to the highs, maybe even break the highs and continue to push. But we had to see. It would be nice if this 15-minute can close bullish, like down here bullish, and then the next 15-minute I will look to take some buys down here. If this 15-minute closes like this, a morning star, and stops will be right underneath. A 2-point stop, not that bad. Or we could be a little more conservative, not a little more, put a little bit more risk and actually have it below these 30-minute lows right here. A 5-point stop, still not that bad. But we'll see. Market's about to open here. I want a small bottom wick. Right now it's pushing up. Because if it gives us a top wick for the hourly and then flips back down, then it's a bearish move. But see, if this thing would have came down and created a bottom wick, I would have been in. But unfortunately, the buyers decided they want to just come and party without any bottom wick. If it would just came down a little bit and then flipped, I would have been in there. But now we just gotta wait. Unfortunately. 30 minutes. Because everything else looks sloppy right now, so it looks like we're gonna have to wait another 30 minutes until the next hourly. If 9 o'clock closes bullish, then we can get in some buys again. But if it closes bearish, hopefully it closes bearish underneath here. This thing could just push up now and reflip. If it reflips, it could just come down. It's about 2 minutes to close. The hourly hopefully does close bullish, but it's starting to flip now, so that's getting annoying. But if it does close bullish, then we can maybe get in some buys. But this 30 minute doesn't have a bottom wick, so hopefully the hourly comes down, opens up, comes down, give it a bottom wick, and then flips and starts to go back up. But the 15 minute doesn't have a bottom wick, and this 15 minute is about to close bearish. Like this one doesn't have a bottom wick, this one doesn't either. And the 5 minutes, yeah, the 5 minutes kind of looking good. Now that we're flipping again, yeah, see we're flipping again, that's looking good. Since this thing just came down and now flipped again, now I don't think the 10 o'clock is going to give us a bottom wick we want. But I'm still looking for buys. We'll see. We'll see if we can get this bottom wick. Then I'll be in, and my stops will be underneath these 5 minutes because we haven't broken it in 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. So I'm just gonna leave my stops right here. Reasonable stops will be underneath the lows, but depending on how the hourly opens, I'll probably keep them right here underneath these lows, looking to target these highs. We got about 9 seconds here. I have buy stops and a break above these highs. If we create a bottom wick, then I'm gonna move them down. But right now I have buy stops. If it breaks above these highs, I'll be in a trade. But I'm waiting for a bottom wick to be created. The QQQ, this one looks great. This one looks better than ES. Right now, focus on ES. Alright, this is a good bottom wick. But see, this is a problem with being at all-time highs. You don't know if the sellers are just taking over. They're just gonna drop this thing. People taking profits, whatever, because these could be good wick entries. And I want to get in down here. So now that it's breaking the lows, I'm gonna actually move my move my entry price to right here. If it breaks back up, it'll fill me, and then the current low they just made, that's gonna be my stop loss. I'm looking for this support to hold and for we can start to fill this range back up, because this 15 minute and this 15 minute didn't have any bottom wick, so there was no sellers present in the market. And now that we have now broken all these lows, grabbed up liquidity and whatnot, I expect as we should be coming back up. At least there's an opportunity. So I'm gonna have my buy stops at 22. All right, we just got filled there. We're in the trade now. My stops are gonna be underneath the lows that just created. Hopefully this hourly now flips. If the hourly now flips, it's potential to run us up to the highs. Potentials. So now we jump to the hourly time frame and we sit here for 50 minutes. Either stops will be hit or profits will be hit in 50 minutes. Yesterday I had bad trading. I over traded. I kept trying to I'm a range trader, and when the market pushes just hard in one direction, that's when I struggle because I failed to change my method from range trading to continuation. I'm a good like this right here. I got in this trade right here. That was a good trade, but I didn't even hold it. I only closed out about 30. I've closed out on this candle. I should have held it for continuation. But I'm good at range trading. What you see right here, when the price goes up and then you sell it at the top, it comes down, you buy it at the lows, sell it again, buy it, sell it. It's these are what I like. This is what I like to see in the market ranges. But when the market just pushes hard in one direction, it's kind of hard to trade for me. But so I just close out the trade. Just I'm explaining that now, and that's why rather than trying to hold it to the top of this range, which it probably will come up, but since I misbehaved yesterday, I locked in some quick profits, and I'm probably gonna call it a day, a one trade day. I mean, we'll sit here for a couple more minutes because if this, yeah, we can't really do nothing anymore because now we're in the middle of the range, so we can't really take in, even if this 30-minute close is bullish, that'd be good for the trade and it continue to push, but we can't take any buys until we get above the range, or and don't want to take any sales when we get to the top of this range because yesterday every time the market got to some point like this where you would expect it to fall back over, it just ripped right through it and kept going higher. So I'm not looking to take any sales. So the only next trade we can take is if the market just somehow falls over and closes below here, or give us a real hard push and closes above here. Then I get in another position. But right now we have closed out this trade. That was a W trade. Good entries. We was patient. We didn't get in early because we would have got in early when the candle first opened. Then we would have had to sit through some drawdown. Actually, we would have hit stops. I would have had stops below the lows. So we would have got in early. Boom, stops hit. That would have been an L trade. And then the market would have flipped and in profit. That would have been sad. So that's why I didn't take the 930 candle for that reason exactly. Because if I would have got in right off the rip at 930, boom, it would have worked out. This time, this candle didn't make any bottom wick. It just went straight up. And then you would have had went in profit. But the reason I wait for bottom wicks is for this candle right here exactly. This one broke all the lows and then it decided to flip and come back up. So that's why I wait for bottom wicks in trades. Bottom wicks, I wait for top wicks, and then I get in on the flip or I get in on the wick entry. Like this time I got in on the wick entry down here rather than waiting for the flip up here. But yeah, that was a trade. It was nice. This thing, if the buyers have full control over it like they did yesterday, this thing will probably continue to run, or hopefully we start the range. Range the rest of the day, make some ranges so tomorrow could be easier for us, and then next week could be easier. Because if this thing continues to break highs and continues to break highs and just continues to run, then it's hard for us to get in on some on ranges because it just continues to push up. I want to see it do something like this. Just continue to range, break up, then range up here so we can get in some buys and sales, and then break again or even break back down into this range, and then we can get in some more positions down here, break lower. That's what I like to see. But right now the market is very bullish, so we just have to see. So we'll be back at it tomorrow. QQQ worked out at the 9:30 candle. See, the 9:30 candle for SPY did not do what I wanted. It did not make a bottom wick like I wanted, just push straight up. But QQQ, on the other hand, did make that bottom wick. It was tiny, but it was there. And that was a W trade if we was watching QQQ instead of SPY. But now, vice versa, the SPY position that we just got in, that worked out, but the QQQ position, they're still struggling to flip. The hourly still hasn't flipped. Oh, it's flipping now. Oh, it's flipping now. But yeah, this is the same exact position we could have got, but yeah, W trade today.